Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Coldfire. I will be reading on soulmate energy coming through as karmic energy has exited the everything from divine collective reality. So soulmates are getting activated. I had not expected this to happen so soon, but it is happening. A time is time. I am Love doesn't have to mean near. I'm gonna go and shut the window. Okay, so it is definitely a great time to start. It is a great time to start asking for to receive or to recognize the ability to recognize your blessings and your events in your destiny, which are divinely orchestrated. That's that scheme of things. Okay, love doesn't have to mean near. Some are better loved at a distance for a while anyway, and that's okay. Besides, love doesn't really know the difference. Tally ho, the universe. So, this is what I'm sensing with soul family. They're still at a distance. Even your highest level soulmate and your divine counterpart and other twin flames on the journey. It's at a distance. It's because we're supposed to now practice um, telepathic communication, intuitive communication, hone our psychic abilities and skills. Um, we are majestic beings as soul, no matter what type of soul you are. Star seeds like are wanderers. I'm going to get some cards from the star coach Astro. They have wandered here because you called to them. You called us. And karmic energies were definitely a block uh, in actual verbal communication. And we kind of have like all of the basic knowledge, and it's on the go. Like that basic knowledge gets activated on the go. It's all energetic data. We sense energies. We do need actual physical communication sometimes in some scenarios, some cases, just to confirm. Just to confirm. It's not always necessary, but just to confirm. Especially when there are uh, people or too many souls that are um, in the karmic energy surrounding and the people who have called us. So if you're a star seed and your divine counterpart called you, um, then uh, it's to know that they are going to be in this lifetime stuck with a lot of karmic energies, and it is possibly their last lifetime on this planet. Yes, they opposition, confrontation. The confrontation was karmic energies, and now that the confrontation has exited, I'm feeling it energetically. But let's see what the cards have to say. Expand, Sagittarius. Uh, I'm a Gemini. My birth chart in this lifespan is Gemini, and the opposite sign is Sagittarius. So Gemini is an air sign, which is to do with the astral plane, Akashic records, the metaphysical world. Sagittarius has got to do. Sagittarius energy has got to do with the spirit world. It's a fire sign. It's wands, right? So um, the opposite sign. It doesn't mean that it is always. Uh, it's karmic. Like I have. My best friend that I would say person who was my best friend, I did not at all categorize her in any of these templates. I knew that this was a connection for growth and it was based in love. She may or may not be my soul family. She may or may not be anything to me, but like in this lifetime, in human lifetime, she has helped me grow and expand into my spiritual side. Um, but of course, at the same time, I've noticed and witnessed and experienced Sagittarius energies as being Sagittarians being opposite force. Not all of them. There are some though, but most of them have been very close friends of mine. There is probably one or two that come to my mind who are, uh, and they mean nothing to me, honestly. And the ones who've been my closest friends, they mean everything to me. And they have helped me, like, uh, they have helped me educate, they have helped educate me about this opposite force, but through love. So when I was faced with the actual opposition energies, the karmic energies that came through the zodiac, the people under the zodiac, the Sagittarius, I was still caught off guard because there was like it was so opposite to love that I was used to from the zodiac, and I'm still used to from that zodiac, and it's like it's unbelievably impossible to face karmic energy if you are a person of the divine collective. Sometimes does come through your my closest friends who are Sagittarians, but it's like it's because um, there's an issue of sustainability when it is karmic energy. When it's a karmic person, karmic soul itself, and when it is your opposite sign, right? It's supposed to help you grow, but you are it's unsustainable for star seeds, especially to stay around karmics. But if you are not a star seed, if you're if you've been on this planet for a very long time, maybe you were a star seed once and you wandered here on this planet and you have had many lifetimes, so that now you're categorized as a human soul, a very ancient human soul. uh, you can sustain. There is a possibility to sustain in confrontation and opposition when in the opposition confrontation coming from karmic energies and karmic souls, right? But this is for there is a rebirth in that in the more spiritual aspects of opposition and their sustainability. So there is this is about love. This is karmic energy has completely exited, and the spiritual process has is in rebirth now, right? So investigate this rebirth that's coming in Scorpio. Pluto energy, Pluto rebirth. um The ruler of Scorpio is Pluto, and it's rebirth. And investigate this rebirth energy. It is completely different to what it used to be. The opposite forces. Now this is the spiritual path, and it's about the spiritual path, uh, not the karmic path, right? So the opposition is not karmic. It's spiritual. It's soul family, and it will be coming through your opposite signs, or like, if you are a mutable sign, then it's coming from a fixed sign. Scorpio is a fixed sign, and I'm a mutable sign, that is Gemini. So on and so forth. What are the oppositions in your birth chart, your natal chart? You all need to go through that, and they're no longer karmic lessons. You're not learning about the physical plane of existence. It's not the seven deadly sins, but it is the seven uh, cardinal capital virtues that you are now learning about. Karmics generally keep on prescribing and uh, uh, prescribing the seven deadly sins to you, and that is complete opposition to the divine collective and their soul family. So that's why you are faced with a lot of karmic soulmates up until that point. But now it's a rebirth of your soul's path. It's a reset of it, and reset means that something has exited. That is the karmic portion has a phase has exited completely. So now you are going to face like opposite. You're going to be confronted by the virtues. So this is very different. You need to investigate, like start reading up about it in your own mythologies, your own cultures, your own like if you're into music, movies, whatever, like look for knowledge and information on virtues. The Holy Spirit is actively present around the entire divine collective. Uh, you might have felt that the Holy Spirit kind of left your vicinity for a while till you were dealing with karmic stuff, because the Holy Spirit wants you to always love. But when it comes to the seven deadly sins or sins, the Holy Spirit wants you to hate. So uh, the Holy Spirit will only exist when the only thing that it can tell you to do is hate. And the only thing that the Holy Spirit doesn't want to tell you to do is hate. You have to learn the lesson. The Holy Spirit also understands that. But now it's back. It's back. The Holy Spirit is back. So you are backed by the divine. You're, oh my God. I do the full moon. Like, I don't know. Like, this is going to be phenomenal. Like, it's funny because everybody's going to have their socks knocked off their feet. Like, it's going to be mind blowing, and uh, I can't even say I'm looking forward to it because I felt the energies very strongly since a while now. Um, but I really want to see how it plays out in physical reality. A lot of things are gonna. So it's like absolute karmic ending, and now it's going to be. Uh, Life guided by the divine. But then it's still going to be a fortnight from like the ending till the beginning. Full moons are ending, and new moons are beginning. So there's going to be 2 weeks of like divine collective soul family is going to like probably get together, have a lot of fun, or like there's going to be reunions, there's going to be celebrations. I mean, we have uh, 2 weeks till we can celebrate before we get into the new beginning and the new tasks that are given to us in a brand new light, and never seen before stuff. Like, oh, it's gonna be, oh yeah, like 14 days to shed, like 14 days to celebrate and shed off all of that gunk from like a karmic template, right? uh, because the Holy Spirit, like I said, like, wants you to hate, asks you to hate it, but wants you to love and never hate. So, how can I know myself as bigger than any fear? Prairie's king snake shed. It's a good thing. Like, go out, party, and celebrate with your people or just by yourself. Like, because the Divine Collective and the Divine Collective Soul Family is going to be celebrating hard. Like, um, I go everywhere on my own. I said, like, I mean, it doesn't matter to me if somebody's there or not. Like, when it comes to if I want to party, if I want to travel, if I want to eat something, if I want to drink something, whatever it might be. Like, if I want to dance, I want to listen to music, if I want to walk, trek, like anything. Like, I, I generally just start doing it on my own. It might be like, you get into the after the full moon, like that's the 6th of February, like, if you say like I want to start stepping out and let's see what I'm called to do, like you might just like bump into your soul family, like, you all will gravitate towards each other like slowly and steadily. If you already know who's a part of your soul family and you all were separated from each other, like it'll be good for you to just drop a message like, hey, how are you doing? Do you want to catch up over a coffee, or do you want to go out partying tonight, or whatever, like you want to watch a movie, anything that you do to celebrate. Do you want to play like video games or listen to music? Do you want to cook a meal together? Do you want to walk around, go for a jog? Like anything that you do to celebrate, just like if you are aware of your soul family, just like message one or two of them that are available around you or live around you, or even if not, like, you could like call them on video call and like laugh. I love laughing. Like, I'm always laughing even if I'm really upset or sad, and like in the most, like, me and my best friend, the Sagittarius best friend, always got into trouble for because I was always laughing, but she was always doing the mischief, and I was like the mastermind of the mischief. Like, she would get the idea, like, let's up the scale of mischief, right? And then I'd be like, we could do it like this, and then it would actually happen like that, and both of us would manage the mischief together. And then, like, the only reason why we get caught is because I would start laughing, or I would always be laughing, and then I would attract attention, and our teachers or parents would always assume that it's like us who's done this. And sometimes that got us into trouble because sometimes the mischief came from somebody else, and then we just took the blame because, like, we couldn't help it because I was laughing. Like, I was never serious about it. Like, because I was celebrating the fact that we did something really fun. So that could be it. Like, y'all could just get together on a phone call and laugh. Am I fully claiming my authority? Defend. There is something that you're gonna have to defend. Like, you're gonna have to be able to defend this new life, and finally claim it. Like, defending it would be like claiming it. We're done with the oracle cards, so let's get started. What are we doing? Yeah, okay. Just the Yeah, okay. Let's see what comes out with the Mystic Monday tarot deck. Let's get some tarot cards. Tarot cards are very direct and clear, like ending and new beginning, like Ace of Wands. Ten of Swords, ending and beginning of new spiritual path. Great. We've got that right. We've got that covered. King of Pentacles. I'm just going to see how many cards fall, and then I'm going to cut the deck to get the underworld energy. And I'm just going to keep going till the cards are falling, and then I will arrange them accordingly, because these are new energies. I don't want to use any layouts which come from the old ways or systems. Okay. And then you can see what arrangement they're coming in. Okay. Okay. One more shuffle, and then we cut the deck. That's a lot of cards. I might put them all back inside and get a rider weight later on. Okay, that's about it. Three of Cups, reunion. We have reunion here. Reunion. Beautiful. You're welcome on my channel. Okay, let's see what flipped upside, and let's see what flipped over. These were the first two cards, if I remember. We have a tower moment happening for the King of Pentacles. It's like a realization, a revelation, a lot of information coming through from the ethers nonstop. Could feel you could feel very like King of Pentacles energy, like the this person is feeling like really bombarded with a lot of information, making them want to leave, or feeling like they're in uncharted territory, like they don't know why and how, like they're getting so much information and knowledge about their wealth. It can be very overwhelming, and like this just speaks about like somebody escaping karmic escaping all karmic interactions, this interference, like the Fool, these interactions, these karmic energy guided interactions, and like they're like, oh, okay, yay. So like the material world was basically probably the information that they were getting or used to um, uh, working with was based on karmic templates or karmic understanding. Uh, but now it's a new beginning. But in their heart space, they're feeling very lighthearted. But in their mind space, like they feel like they're being bombarded by some like bizarre knowledge. Like, what do you mean? I have $100 billion that I can claim right now, and you're telling me this is how to do it? Like, whoa! Like this is unknown for me, and at the same time, like, wow! Like I never have to speak to these people again or interact with this type of energy again. Wow! Like, what are you saying? Like, there's a lot of wow at the same time. Like, oh my God, my head's on fire, 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 fire. Like, it's like that. Okay, This is amazing. Okay, so the Magi Prince and the Death Prince working together. I might have to get another card. I'm thinking, or we have three sections, right? So yeah, this is about manifestation, manifestation of material world abundance. This section, and then we have moving forward, new path of the Fool. This is a new path, like moving away from. It's completely brand new. This new path is completely brand new and completely different to this previous stuff here. Um, so like interactions are going to have no feeling of interference and toxicity. There, uh, it is so brand new that there's no question of. It's unquestionable that it is pattern free. So it is really brand new, and like there is absolutely no information when it comes to interpersonal relationship. Even if you've known your soul family or divine counterpart, highest level soulmate before, even the people who were, even the humans who were functioning under under karmic energies, interactions with them going forward, all of these people are going to be so different, so completely unique, right? Now from the spirit world, we are getting two knights, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Wands is coming in with the Hermit card, right? That is Earth sign, and the Knight of Swords is coming in with the Death card, that is water signs, water signs, Scorpio or Virgo. Knight of Wands is air signs. Knight of Swords is Knight of Wands is fire signs, and Knight of Swords is air signs. And then we have the Prince of Pentacles. Like that's a Page of Pentacles. So it's like it. This is a new learning. The Knight of Wands, I had labeled it the the Magi Prince. The Magi are magicians, but they work for they're knight errants. They work in the category of magic wielding, like they control spirits, especially um, animal spirits, creatures, so non-human spirits, uh, not even angels. This could be like the combination of inorganic, like so on Earth, it is basically like birds, animals, bugs, fish, not even fish, no, not fish, but like animals that live, animals and birds and creatures, non-human, that are found on land, not aquatic life. And the Dead Prince, I don't think I had called this the Dead Prince, but let's say this knight is the Death Prince because it's coming together with the Death card. So yes, since the Knight of Cups was the Dream Prince and Dream Sister in the Sandman series is uh, Death, so yes, we could call it the Death Prince. Right? And all the knights are showing up as knight errants. They do not associate with any family or home or anything like that. They're completely independent. It's like if you've heard of an independent auditor, that's what the knights are. They're not the Knights Templar, not the Holy Grail, because they worked for a group of people, right? Or a king or something like that. The knight errants are just there to they are they wander, but they have always been on earth, attached to earth. This energy has always been attached to earth. um, they are, in a sense, the new set of spirit guides that we're getting. They're highly evolved because of their experience of all of these supernatural activities, otherworldly activities. The Death Prince, the Knight of Swords, is used to working in the underworld quite a bit. Um, and the Knight of Wands is used to working in a dimension which is even more ancient than the underworld. Underworld is, as in, the god of the underworld is Pluto, that is Hades. The Tartarian civilization is also an etheric based civilization. So the underworld does not mean lower than the earth. It's still a higher. It's a higher dimension, right? But the aspects of it are different. So the heavenly dimensions of the higher dimension, are different, and the underworld dimensions are different. The dream realms are different. The dream realm, yeah, is different. There are many different realms within the higher dimensions, and the underworld is more towards the darkness. uh, but at the same time, like, if we have to say, the underworld is on level 3. The Tartarian world is like level 2. Like, what is the underworld? I don't know. I haven't gone that far. Like, they say, when archaeologists are studying, they feel the dinosaurs are relatively quite new compared to other layers that they found. The Atlantean civilization, I think, possibly somewhere, it comes somewhere in between. I think a li- uh, it's it's not it's younger than the underworld civilization. So Tartarian, basically, it's a tartar, like
it's 5 o'clock.
the sound that electricity makes, like the free energy generating buildings, like the pyramids and things like that. That is the Tartarian civilization that we speak of, the underworld civilization, underworld, the Hades and Pluto, that is related to our astrology as we know it, like, the Greek civilization, like the ancient Greek civilization, right? The earth has had many different civilizations that have now become higher dimensional earth civilizations. So these knight errants that have gone around in these higher dimensional earth uh, civilizations, like the underworld Tartarian Empire and Atlantis and things like that. They're essentially not star seeds, but they are equal to star seeds in their soul, in their spiritual equation. And there have been human souls that were possibly starseed in the first 1 or 2 lifetimes, and starseed lifetimes are also much longer compared to earth lifetimes, and that deaths are like a little unfortunate or unforeseen circumstances that cause them to die in that lifetime. So possibly there are ancient souls who have just human souls who had just one starseed lifetime, and then they they came to Earth, and they lived a life of celibacy, and providing service to Earth, and guided by these higher dimensional beings, who higher dimensional Earth entities. Those are the knights that are showing up, the knight errants, right? And they listened to, they had them as spirit guides, and they worked with them. So your person, your actual person, that's showing up here is had the knight errant as a guide all throughout their past lifetimes. They were single and celibate. They were doing work for the planet, all solo, completely solo, right? um and they are the knight of swords here, the death prince, and they are soulmate because they never really had any romantic attachment. The highest level soulmate is the knight of wands, the magi prince. But the thing is, they've been mirroring each other's qualities to each other. So they have uh, uh, they they have learned a lot from each other. So the knight of wands person, that is your person's highest level soulmate, has kind of lived life for a while, learning the ways of the knight of swords. Well, that is the death prince, and it may be just a couple of years or 1 year at least, observing each other or living each other's life in each other's way fashion, while they were going through a dark night of the soul. So like they basically like switched places while each of them went through a dark night of the soul, because we had the death card and the hermit card. That's a great collaboration. That's a great friendship that has been going on for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Your person's highest level soulmate never had a lifetime outside of Earth, but they've always been connected to the hierophant energies, the higher self energies. They are very, very highly connected to the soul, and your person's highest level soulmate also becomes like your indirect highest level soulmate, a platonic soulmate. And whereas uh, you have a highest level soulmate that is bringing about that brought about a lot of plutonic relationship energies, but which were not yours. That was because of lessons and karma. Like, the best way to learn about the karmic aspects of this plane, this physical plane. The best way to learn karmic lessons is through a plutonic relationship. The only way to learn about it is, especially for star seeds or people who have only people who have worked toward worked have been in service constantly or lifetime after lifetime on planet Earth. The best way to learn is through a plutonic relationship. So these were basically single knights, um, celibate. The Knight of Wands were possibly never celibate, but the Knight of Swords, like your person, was celibate in each and every lifetime. They never had any intimate interactions. Just need to know basis, like nothing sexual is coming up, because they couldn't. They were working uh, for purging what needs to go so that there can be a rebirth after they've left. And the Knight of Wands had to bring about uh bring about things. So yes, they probably were involved in bringing together large groups of people, bringing about society again together, like designing society, like creating, bringing about like creatures, etc., etc., designing and stuff. But the Knight of Swords would just like level the old. So a person has been the one who has always been there at the end of times for this, like clearing out the. I see I saw 404. That's file not found. That job was, or lifetime after lifetime, was to see that nothing can be found of the old. Um, that is the instruction that they used to get. It sounds very evil, but yeah, that is what it is. Like if so, they always showed up during a reset of the civilization, ends of civilization, civilization. It used to be really brutal previously, but now it is, since the karmic aspect of it is gone, a karmic aspect has left from all of their work. It's like they have to, they kind of have to unlearn before they they have to unlearn, like, but they're getting a lot of info. The reason why they're so stressed out is because they're getting a lot of information, like of a new way of living, but they kind of have to uh really have to learn about what they have done in previous lifetime. And they're doing that. They're looking through the akashic records. Like your person and your person's highest level soulmate have some really great psychic abilities that have just possibly got unlocked right now. And yeah, but there's a lot of learning left to do so that it can be erased completely and they can embrace this rebirth properly. But they are is at the moment they are getting a lot of information on how they can manifest material resources, or and be confident and be permanent in it. Since the night the since in their previous lifetimes they were basically sponsored. Possibly knights were are always sponsored, like even though even if the Knight of Swords, the Death Prince, was never sponsored by a king, but like the knight errants were never sponsored by any king per se, or any house. They like wherever they go, like if you definitely watch this in movies, like nights or nights that go solo, like they just they just get a place to stay. They live anywhere they can, like they were always provided for. Or even if the nothing, no material world arrangements were giving to them, they could just live off the land, right? So now they'll have to learn how to live with resources. They will have to start learning how to manifest uh, material world arrangements. They're no longer it's like I mean, they can still live off the land, but they had wished for in this lifetime to have homes and families, or at least like homes, like some place to call home, money, a business, that kind of stuff. Like they're like, we have done, our souls have done our duties, and now since Earth is going to evolve from third density to fourth density, our job is basically done, because uh, there's not going to be anything to end whatever exists, whatever is born here. It will just be evolving. There will be no there will be no cause for ending something, right? So my job is done. uh that's what the death prince is saying, and then the magi prince is saying, well, it seems like my true job has just begun, and so I'm gonna need to know how to create these resources, like for myself to have a stable source of income, manifest these things. It's like completely uncharted territory, because I'm creating abundance on my own. I'm not just automatically placed in situations where I'm getting like people are throwing resources at me to do whatever it is that is needed. And the death prince is saying that, yeah, I can channel all of this information for you, but it is also very new, so it's going to take some time for me to translate it. And we are going to get like access to a lot of resources very quickly. This energy is transforming very quickly. We are manifesting really fast a lot of information and knowledge. It's just that we're going to have to venture across to like we're gonna have to leave our comfort zone, or leave the things that we are always used to doing, the places that we are always used to being in, um, to get these things. So we are gonna have to travel out of the circle that we are used to functioning, because all of the information that's coming in is causing a lot of anxiety, and it's feeling like it's bombardment, because it is information regarding some other place, other things, other stuff, right? So we need to move, just like be guided by our so Mercury, right? Messages are coming through, like new beginning, like rebirth messages. Where is the new beginning? Those messages, and the Fool card is here as well. So, and the Tower card is underneath the Magician. So uh Merc- Mercury communication is instantaneous. It's like the messenger god Mercury, Archangel Michael, the messenger of God, right? This is also Gemini and Virgo. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, right? So, right. And Pluto rules Scorpio. I think we have like the signs covered. We have Capricorn here. Um, but it's more like not that type of energy. So there are two different earth signs, like the devil and the hermit. There is a door here with like climbing this entire, like it's like a parade, like you have so many steps and things like that. Whereas the hermit is just like you meditate on your soul, you look inwards, and that's it. That's what is needed. So this entire parade and charade that needed to be done, like that those were additional activities, and so many people, too many words, too much noise, too many things, the clutter of like stepwise, this is the process, this is how it's done, all of that, that uh up ahead, none of that is there. So like they're gonna have to move, they're moving away, like Six of Swords from this Three of Swords and the Devil card. It's because it's dying, it's dead, it's being transformed completely into something brand new, because we have the Fool card there right in the middle. And yeah, the Two of Swords is also new energy. Let's see what we have it, what do we have it right away. Why is it okay? Soulmate energy coming up, like they're being activated, they're being activated by your person's highest level soulmate that is coming through. They are looking through, like your person that is you, like your divine counterpart, or your the one, like, right. um they're and their best friend, their soul brother or sister, or like the if your person is your divine counterpart, then their highest level soulmate, which is platonic. And if you're so like they're looking into soul family, because this is soul family stuff here, right here, because the karmic stuff is ended. So they're like, okay, let us look into our soul's energy and what resonates with it completely, right? Let's look into the soul matters. And they're both activating their, so your person is taking up charge of deleting what is not resonating with the soul, and your person's highest level soulmate is looking into what needs to be activated, like what needs to be activated. So great collaboration, it is happening. All of this is happening at the same time. What happens when what happens in the food density is like time is just like it, eternity is like a flat circle. Time is like a flat circle. Like time is a flat circle. We're not used to seeing that everything happens at the same time. Like time is a physical dimension. You know, like yeah. So like we had the look at that. So relationships ending. Let's clarify the Three of Cups first. The Page of Pentacles. Look at that. Activating the soul family. That is what is happening. Um, yep. The karmic soulmates, earlier, the Eight of Cups, the crushed glass, the situation ending, Eight of Cups, and the Two of Cups was karmic ties, karmic friendships, karmic family connections completely ended. Any situation that was keeping karmic karmics in the life in your lives, that has ended. Those situations itself have ended. um and yes, your soulmates are coming towards you to your soul family are coming towards you, um, to celebrate, to hang out, to just like take it easy and chill and things like that. I mean, there is nothing. Um, it's just like let's see what this new brand new stuff is like. Let's hang out together and check it out. Like, let's check out the energy. Um, let's clarify the magician. Why is this? Why am I holding this upside down? Like, you know. Okay, it's a nine of wands. It's like this is like an optical illusion. I've mentioned it in my previous readings, but I'll do that again. Like, if you look at it, it feels like the steps are going upwards as well as downwards. You feel like they're going upwards just because of the moon. Like if I flip the card upside down, like, you feel like they're going downwards, right? Even though the moon is there. So like it's the same, as above, so below. Up is down, down is up, like, as above, so below, whatever you want to call it. Like, if you know that, if you feel like a very rich and abundant soul, very powerful soul, you have the same arrangements here on earth. And it's like whatever you've been feeling that you've lost your opportunity, or you don't have the opportunities, because of time. Like, time is irrelevant when it comes to manifestation. It's always there, it's always there. Like, if you like it's always there. It's just about being in the right place. um this is three of wands clarifying the king of pentacles and the knight of swords. It's like, you're used to seeing a brighter future, but that's the information. Like, it feels like this happily ever after, the 10 of cups. Fortune after difficulty has somehow, it still feels a little futuristic, as information is about the future. Right, it's still about the future. They feel that it's still about the future, because they're still thinking about that. This is the uh, thinking in terms of linearity of time. Like, at least now they know that uh, time can go backwards as well, but it's still linear, like forwards and backwards, like up and down, like forwards or backwards, So it's like, uh, today I don't have any money, but tomorrow I will have riches, and then probably again I will have no money, and then I will have riches. They're still stuck in that, the linearity of time. And what they don't understand is, like, even at this moment, they have access to infinite resources and infinite abundance. But for that, now they're probably getting information to move, like, to be on the move. Yeah. It's like, start moving, like, build a raft and move on uncharted territories without looking for anything. It's like they're gonna find hints and clues and portals and portals opening into other dimensions, like spatial spaces opening up, like even in the same city, right? If they're venturing around into places that unknown places, they're going to see that it's a completely different energy in those spaces, the localities that they don't visit often, they or they have never visited before, only heard of, and they're like, why do I keep hearing about this locality all the time? And then one day, just by chance, a detour and a detour, they're getting bombarded with detours, and they're like, what the hell what the hell kind of information am I getting about making money in this place that I didn't even know that how I got here, and that detour was like just a mistake, and I don't even like know how I ended up taking that detour, yeah, this is all because soul family is gravitating together. And when it's not like soul family gets stuck with each other in any way. The whole of that is karmic. So it's like this person is going around to avoid your person is going around uh, uh, to avoid karmics, and you might also be mirroring the same energy. Like, I want to avoid the toxic people that I have known, the people who create a lot of fuss and noise. I just want to avoid them. And that's what their mind is thinking, and that's the information that they're getting, right? And then they just like end up taking a wrong turn, a detour, or something like that, or a road that has just newly been built, or like, let's say the path was like blocked with some kind of barricade, or bushes or things like that, and somebody just cleared it out. It just got cleared out automatically, and then your person is like, okay, let me go here. Why? I've never taken this road. It seems like it goes somewhere. And then like this whole new world comes up, and then they get bombarded with a lot of the four of wands is like the twin flame card, right? So they get bombarded with a lot of information from the spirit world, and manifesting basically wealth, and they're like, why do I know this? And it's happening in this place. What is this place? Am I lost? Yes, I'm lost. And and I'm getting visions of the future where I am infinitely abundant, like I've never in my day, for a second thinking about how to make money, how to spend it, or how to manage it, or it's just like there. And it's always there. I have infinite resources, ultimate abundance. Like it's the ultimate, and it's the last stretch, like, this wondering about, like, inside out reality, upside down, downside up, like, uh it's like they are going to see the past, like it's still linearity of time, right? So they're going to see the past somewhere in the future, coming in the future. Yeah, that's the beginning of that. There's a lot of like mystical energy like coming through. Like, look at that, the four of wands and the three of wands, and this nine of wands, this combination, like, and they're all wands. Like, this is like hidden spiritual activity, like new spirit guides, like, these night errant, high dimensional earth knights coming through. Like, look at that. Like, so much so much mysticism here. And you never know, like, the soul family, you might have never even met these people. Oh yeah, and like over there they're just bumping into these human like um, people, but they're it feels like they appear out of nowhere, and then you connect with them, and then you leave, and they are, and it doesn't matter. That's what soul family is like. It's like, okay, I don't have to remember anything about this person. I don't have to communicate with them. The initial communication was necessary, one or two words exchanged, spoken to them, asking them about what place is this, which direction do I go if I want to get here, and that's about it. Like numbers possibly exchanged, but like never really used, for except for that necessary introduction. So yeah, and no, don't feel the need to keep on interacting with these new people that you've met. Just knowing that they exist in the world, in this secret hidden dimension. It's like a parallel reality opening up, uh, within a city. Like, this is expansion, like the Three of Wands. But it's like it's coming from the past, but it is in the present, and there is some kind of something to do with the future in that. It's like the hidden past, the past that you couldn't concentrate on. Whoa. Oh no, okay. Yeah, Two of Wands and Hierophant. But yeah, let's see this for a while. Let's try to read this energy. It's like first you get uh you it's like you access the higher self, Hierophant, and it starts listing the mistakes that you made. It first opens up a portal to mistakes. Like, we have temperance. um that's one of the virtues, heavenly virtues, temperance, right? So so you are focused, a person is focused on the virtuous aspects. What are virtues? And then they kind of get just hit with the information of the sin opposite to the virtues. So they get like hit on, and that is making a person just shift their focus on something new, with the Two of Wands here. And they are, the visual on this card, which is temperance, which is your virtue. Like, it's like a lot of controlling, like, controlling your soul's journey. And the reason was because, like, there was a lot of interference of sins, like, possibly haste or sloth. uh, like, it's like a person is realizing that they were practicing a virtue that is temperance because they were faced with sloth and sludgery was in their life. Like, that was creating the third energy. And it's like going forward, they want to be powered by the virtue of temperance, and not be opposing something. And that's why they have to practice temperance. Need, they don't want any need. They're asking for a virtuous path forward without any need to practice a virtue. Let's clarify the Fool card and the Three of Swords. It's going to be interesting. Fool card, like, it's all brand new. Okay, yeah. So now it's a healing path, healing the regrets, healing the regrets from the past. That it's like the uh, ultimate new beginning, where they can heal from the entire planet's karmic past, their soul's service to the karmic uh, past uh, template structure. They can heal all the regrets they have had from this. That is the only energy that is poking at them, and this new beginning is going to be like about, wow, everything is healing that aspect of your soul's journey so far. Amazing, brilliant. um let's clarify the two of cups and the devil. These are karmic soulmates or karmic interactions, karmic friendship. Yeah. um it's done, like, uh, the crows here, the ravens here as well, to the hierophant. It's like it's done. No, those interactions are kind of done. Everybody has left the field because it's raining down, and this looks like static as well. So it's being rewritten. Uh, it's been deleted. It's been deleted, and it's like there's a this is the bridge between the light side and the dark side. There is nothing left in the light side. That's why this needs to be this interactions. The swords are interactions and communications, right? Connecting with the karmic mind or karmic thoughts and having karmic thought forms. Like it's like a release. Like, this also needs to go. So, like, basically all of these friendships, with these connections, karmic connect, because all of these thought forms that were needed, all of this mindset that was needed to be able to interact with people from the karmic life or karmic families, karmic friends, karmic business partners, karmic spouses, karmic uh, uh, girlfriend, boyfriends, whatever, romantic partners, karmic servants, karmic masters, karmic bosses, karmic colleagues, whatever it might be. Like, karmics in general, all over the world, ranging across times. Ancient ancestral ancestral karma was what was bringing uh, a, a lot of karmic people in various shapes and form in our lives. Now it's done. Ancestral karma has been released. That is what this is saying. So these interactions, these connections have also been released and are going to be deleted. The entire chunk of thought forms and mindset that were required to function under ancestral karma are being deleted, because the light and the dark side have to be in a harmonious balance, right? So the bridge has been created, a spectrum has been created, so that the dark side had increased way too much, because karmic interactions, connections, karmic relationships were were there beyond requirement. Like they stretched out way too far on the timeline. It was supposed to be done like almost 9 years ago. The 5 to 6 years ago, it was completely supposed to be gone, but they've stretched 6 years beyond their time, and now it's getting deleted from the source itself. Like this laser beam of light is coming through and deleting the entire karmic template, along with which the ancestral karma is getting deleted. All everything karmic is getting deleted. So what goes away from your life permanently, even like physically, sometimes some energies exist, a person exists, but the energies linger on. Uh, but this the karmic energies possibly exited, and the people are physically there. So soul connections will exit your life before it gets terrible, and they are there, but they're always there with you energetically. That connection will always be there energetically, but not choking you, not overtaking your life at all. But when a karmic person, if they're physically present, their energy would have exited a long time ago. That's why they're physically trying to always, like, being overbearing. And now, without getting any energy from anything whatsoever, right? They're just being deleted, so they'll just physically disappear into the unknown. Six of Swords again, like, just be deleted into the unknown. uh I don't see any action needed to be taken. This is what is happening. It is happening. It's been it's coming from a higher dimension or source. Like, it's like not in our hands. It's a gift. It's a relief. It's a release. Our higher self is telling us to do that. Princess of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Hmm. A soulmate uh, relationship is coming through. We have the Seven of Cups clarifying the Knight of Wands and the Death card. And let's get one for Ten of Pentacles. Death card again at the bottom of the deck. So this is also like, as above so below card, like, the illusion of things that, it's different. Like, it's like an optical illusion. Time is an illusion. And in death, in the dark night of the soul, is when you learn that time is an illusion. And after the dark night of the soul ends, like, you get to practice time is an illusion so well. But when you snap out of the dark night of the soul, you're introduced to money again, which is also like imaginary. We just made something up. And that is money, and it's attached with the big system, like, accounting and recording and financial reporting and things like that. It's just to organize something which is imaginary. And even time, like, you need calendars, clocks, and atomic clocks and whatnot clocks. Like, it's just to it record the events that happen. Accounting system is also like recording the events that happen with this imaginary thing called money, right? um so history is also basically recording time, events, in a timely, in something that we call time, which is imaginary. This soulmate relationship that is coming through for the feminines here, it's a romantic soulmate relationship that's coming through. And you all might be older now, but you all have met this romantic soulmate. For divine feminine counterparts, this is your highest level soulmate. And uh, this romantic relationship, y'all might have met each other before in a lifetime when you were much younger, very young. And this is also this relationship is happening to show that time is imaginary, and so is the material world, especially money is imaginary. Like, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant when it comes to soul to soul connection and how it plays out in the physical world. It's part of the soul's path. It has to play out like this. And this is going to teach your masculine, divine masculine counterpart, or your person who is in masculine energies, and their platonic soulmate, that it's irrelevant. Time is irrelevant, money is irrelevant. The soul connection has to play out. It's divine order, and time is irrelevant in higher dimensions. So this is a learning of how time is an illusion and all of the higher dimensions. Like, we don't have this holding us back. We've been released from this. The karmic baggage is gone. I was supposed to get rider weight, so let's just get some rider weight. But here the nine of cups and a nine of swords, but it's like I'm holding it upside down. And this, like, reunion without the anxiety or stress. Like, you are reuniting with soul family, and it's just going to be pleasant, it's going to be subtle, it's going to be, so this romantic relationship is also going to be so simple and sweet. It's not going to have any, it's not going to give your person or your divine counterpart any anxiety whatsoever. It's just going to be simple and sweet. Like, they love each other. There is romance, and the chemistry is romantic, and that's about it. And we want to just see how it plays out. Amazing. We realize that time is such an illusion, because we're playing out scenarios of their soulmate, the relationships. We're living life in their relationship, from their star seed soulmates. We're living higher dimension. Like, our reality shifts with them walking through their their past lives as star seeds in another galaxy, and nothing to do with higher dimensional earth either. But, like, the other galaxies, the alien races are all like it's one multiverse, right? It's all connected. So most of the aliens are shown very human like, right? Even angels, gods, all of them are human like. So it's all connected. It's just that, what have your experiences been? What are the laws of physics they're like? And that's about it. Like, it's amazing. Something deeper than the underworld, something more intense and deeper than the underworld. That is a Tartarian realm. And Tartarian realm, Tartar is like the ether. The entire civilization, that realm is just an etheric realm. Wow, this is profound. This is profound. This is profound. And let me tell you, all this is happening. Like, don't like go on thinking that I'm talking about imaginary things. Like, the world has changed. It's happening. It's literally happening. Like, ether Pentacles, earth, Tartarian is like the Egyptian civilization, Sandman, like the dream realm. It's all together. Underworld, like you have to cross the underworld, the realm of Hades first, water, and then you go. It's mercurial. It's mainly based on Mercury and the ether connecting, and there's like generally this is the ocean, like Hades, then underworld, right? Like land under the ocean, like Atlantis, and then what is under the floor bed of the ocean. If we compare it to Earth, the geographical Earth aspects of Earth, and then under that there is another pocket realm, there is another civilization that came from there, and it there like, and what is there is water there as well, and that water, the at the bottom of that water is not is like sand that is covering like a bed of mercury, you know like that kind of a thing. So it's earth again, like sand, and then mercury with the magician there, like you're going down into a new, it's like a, you're reaching the skies by going further down, deeper. You're reaching the skies by going further down, deeper. And we have the sun and moon there as well. Look, so the like the dark sun, like the sun of the underworld. Like the deeper you go, the sun is still there, and the moon is still there, right? The dark sun, you're accessing the darker realms, and illuminating them, the darker realm, illuminating your consciousness with the knowledge of the darker realms of exploring, right? You have the seven of wands here, taking charge, finally past path of least resistance. That means going solo in pursuit of love, the learning how to be an instrument that holds the frequency of love and peace. This dove, like that pentacle that we saw earlier, that is like the knight errant, the knight errants working together. They have a holy grail mission and the knights templar mission as well. Like, they don't, even if they don't prescribe to any homes, they're not part of any groups or anything like that. Their solo knight errants have gotten on to the holy grail and the knights templar quest, right? Illuminati and holy grail. And let's, well, there you are. The ghoul prince is here. The ghouls are basically like just devouring the dead bodies, like the knight errant, one of the knight errant, the ghoul prince. Why do people feel that it's okay to stand outside their homes and talk loudly? New beginning, like after the night, the ghoul prince is devoured, like the ghoul prince is devouring everything that is dead and long gone, like the entire karmic world, like entire information of karma and the net, like everything to do with karma, it's dead, right? It's a dead body, it's a dead field, it's a dead entity, right? even the devil, right, was bound to like the karmic template. We don't even know what the energy of the devil and the demons are capable of doing, right? Apart from keeping us attached to materialistic thinking and etc., like, doing hideous evil things for money and property and things like that, right? Fame and fortune and things like that. We don't even know what these energies can do. So that's why the Ghoul Prince, the Knight of Pentacles, the night, one of the knight errants, is like devouring every bit of karma, which is being killed by the Death Prince. That is the Knight of Swords. That is your person, right? Uh, so without that karmic energy being there and just being devoured and dealt with, like, you know it's like he's holding it like a biscuit, the entire karmic dead body, and feels like it's gonna eat it. Gonna eat it. It's like a biscuit. That's all he has, like, this thing. So that's like food for him. And gold, like, the Tartarian Empire, like gold materialistic thing. Like, gold was so abundant. Like, gold is found even higher, and don't even have to go that deep to get gold, right? And apparently the aliens used to keep coming to planet Earth because this was fuel. So of higher dimensional Earth knights, like, possibly like came down to Earth to eat gold. So now this has been converted into gold. So the Knight of Swords is basically killing off karma, is ending karma. And the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords being the Death Prince, that's why he's killing off karma. And then the Knight of Wands being the Magi Prince, the one who transforms something, like alchemizes. Process of alchemy. They're uh, they're converting the dead karmic everything into gold, so that the Ghoul Prince, this a higher dimensional Earth knight, can come and eat it up as fuel, and then convert it into new stuff in union energies. This is going to be absolutely a new beginning in love. We have the full card here, three times here again. So let me get some Fairy Norman oracles, and
It's 6 o'clock.
we will see what comes out with that. Clouds, like, it's like an omen. It's gotta happen. It's going to happen. It's happening already. Like, let's see. What do we have with the Fairy Lenormand Oracle? Snake. Um, snakes and mongoose, mortal enemies, being able to talk with each other because there is no karma, like karmic stuff to deal with, and they can now just like talk to each other. And like the jinns and spirits that were like, you rub the lamp and then you can ask the jinn for riches. None of that is happening. So the jinns are being freed off of this curse. um Mortal enemies can just like talk to each other normally, like, people you've had a plutonic type of relationship with in the past, now uh that the plutonic element has been um released. Taking a journey on water, to a like overseas journey, like released, like karma is released and there's peace there, released. It's spoken into being released, spoken from the heart by star seeds all across. New beginning for what's ending. There's ending. Intuitively, everybody knows that it's ended. The energy is ended. It's time for love, real love, genuine love. It's uh, across time, it's space, time. It's been spoken into existence and liberated, souls being liberated, rebirth of new earth. That's why we need to. The template of mortal enemies has been deleted. Spirits, very high powered spirits like jinns, have been released from their karmic duties. Um, Doppelgangers, like, just access, like, repeated, like, copying divine souls forms over lifetime, and then repeating karmic patterns under their name, under their face, under their form. um, Copycats and doppelganger templates going away. People being easily able to spend a lot of time on water again. um, Luck, uh, symbols of luck returning, pixies and fairies coming back into our reality. We've laid it to rest. We've laid something, a big chapter to rest. If you look into anything karmic, it's going to be a dead body, and if you look upon it, it's going to be converted into gold, for the ghoul prince to harvest and eat it. I mean, I can put it to you symbolically like this, like, this is how the energy is playing out. I'm going to get a couple of cards from the Edmund Dulac deck and end the reading there. Tower card. The Tower card. Let's see what comes out. Massive purging. Tower card at the bottom of this deck. The Knight of Swords here again. Oh yeah, the Void Prince, not the Dead Prince, the Void Prince. Coldfire. There, see, I came to it. The Dead Prince. The Void is in the in the same category as death. Like, life is voided there. The void has nothing. It's literally nothing. It's not even vacuum. It's literally nothingness. It's the big empty. Uh, so this is this is a card that represents Coldfire, this cloaked figure here, and the knight errants are being sent to do their duties. Uh, there's this inorganic being. This inorganic being. This is like the. This is a temporary entity, that gains strength to see. It's like a scavenger and energy to see, like it's not a knight, it's not the ghoul prince, but it's a scavenger, like whatever can't be turned into gold because it's so disgusting in the first place cannot be converted into anything, it just remains rubbish. They just come and eat from that. uh, from the Akashic records. There's a lot of material that's being compiled that can actually go, that can be fed to the scavengers. Yeah, there's a lot. So that's why we should be thankful for these vultures and scavengers, scavenger energies. They're very temporary, they're for a very short period of time, and it's necessary. Interesting energies, and I love it. It's got a theme to it. But yeah, be ready to meet your soul family energies. These are energies like, souls that are connected to you. Your soul family will never have like any need to have any physical arrangements like to be done. So even your divine counterpart, your highest level soulmate, it's just the play of energies. So that's all I have for you for this reading. I will see you in the next. Bye.